Hi, my name is Christian Masinde. I'm 18 years of age, and this is Captain Sam Mbeki's book, The Captain of Gen Z.
Greetings, aviation lovers and friends. It's another new sky. This guy you see behind me is Captain Mbeki, who I'll be speaking with. He's a guy who's gone through the journey and he's very, very passionate about teenagers. I'm going to go on board this flight, sit behind the scenes, see how he operates. We'll be flying from Mombasa to Nairobi on Kenya Airways, and he'll be telling me why he's very, very passionate about the teenagers. So sit back, relax, and let's ready to take off.
Checklists, procedures, taxing, then
Take off, okay.
take off. This is a typical day in the life of Captain Sam Mbeki, captain on the Embraer jet on a Kenya Airways flight from Mombasa to Nairobi.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. We established at 2,000 feet above means level. We're just about to commence our descent into Nairobi.
Watching him perform the tasks in the flight deck together with his first officer Ashbel Warobi clearly gives us clues as to why he chose to guide teenagers and those younger than him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa and also the highest standalone mountain in the world. It also stands to brag as the out of the other two mountains along the tropic that is still snow-capped, with the other one being Mount Kenya. Do enjoy the view, have a beautiful remainder of the flight, and we do hope to see you again in the near future. As I said.
It's a smooth flight and we are back to Nairobi.
Hi, my name is Captain Sam Mbeki. I do work with Kenya Airways and I've been working here for 13 years.
13 years?
Yes. As a pilot, what drives me? One is getting here every day and seeing passengers who are waiting for you and you taking them to their destination, and some of them actually are the first time flying. So to see them put their trust in you and you take them to their destination is something that I'm actually happy about and passionate about. Then of course there's a fun of flying, just the sheer fun of flying. I love flying.
Okay. I've noticed that you have an inclination towards teenagers.
Yeah.
What is it about that that drove you to do that?
Working teenagers, actually, it's my story. What happened is when I was in primary school, I almost dropped out of school. I actually went for 2 terms without schooling, and the next year I went back to school. Luckily, somehow we got to convince my dad not to repeat. Then I went to class 7, but that really scarred me because during that time, dropping out of school was not your usual thing. Then I went to high school and my grades really dipped because of that fear, could I drop again? Until I met this teacher in high school, and he really calmed those fears. We had mentorship with him. Then I didn't know it was mentorship, but I would meet with him almost twice or thrice a week and we just chat. And what happened is, over time, I realized I was able to make better decisions because someone was guiding me. And I asked myself now, when I was clear at school, I was asking myself, how many teens are not able to make better decisions because there's no one guiding them? Not because they're bad, just because nobody's guiding them. So I made up my mind, I will not allow any teen out there to miss up in life because they had no one to guide them.
My name is Sam. I'd like to ask you a question. How many here would like to be successful in life?
My word to the teens is simple. Where you're going, someone has already walked that journey. Don't reinvent the wheel. Walk with someone, and you will be able to gain experience without having to go experience the thing yourself.
Tukiamua sasa tukue na Gen Z like a political party.
But you're not going anywhere. Oh, sorry, you're going somewhere.
On the ground, Captain Becky is a motivational speaker and an author, and today he's released his latest book which talks about the teens. Let's find out. It's Captain Sam Mbeki's second book. His mission is to speak with the teenagers from both a teen's and a parent's perspective.
The book is called Winning with Your Teen, and basically it's a very simple book that answers 3 simple questions. One is, as a parent,
there's a way you are raised by your parents, and they're not trying to raise their teens in the same way, and it's not working. So the question is, how can you package it so that it's acceptable to your teen? The second question you ask is, now that you've packaged it well, how do you deliver it so that once it lands your teen, it stays with them for their whole life? Because you don't want a situation whereby your teen is so obedient, so good when they're at home, but the moment they taste freedom, that's it. You lose your child. Then lastly, we want to see that connection. Connection is all about relation between the parent and the teen. That's like the Wi-Fi that connects two phones. So that connection, that relationship is what enables the teen to trust what the parent is saying, instead of trying to go look for that information from another place.
Anything aviation related to the book that you've just launched today?
So my background is aviation. I'm a pilot. I've been flying for the last 13 years. And I draw inspiration on how to deal with teens, even from the aviation world, and from everyday normal things. So there's a lot of aviation stuff in the book, and how you can relate aviation concepts on how you can raise your teenagers. And by the way, it's not teaching you how to fly, it's just opening your eyes that there's a lot from the aviation world that can be helpful to you as a parent in raising a teenager.
Sam, do you consider yourself to be a teenage captain?
Actually, right now, all the teenagers, right now, all of them are Gen Zs. And I have had the privilege of working for the last 15 years. When I started with 12-year-olds to 15-year-olds, and those are the first Gen Zs. So ideally, all my career I've been working with Gen Zs. And the conversation has been there. It's just that probably this time round, what is happening politically has made it come up. Where we're talking about people who are authentic, people who think different, people who want to have hard conversation, but now we've not been able to create a space for them. And winning their teen actually helps you have those difficult conversations with your Gen Z, with a teenager. Be authentic. How do you relate with them? How do you ensure that they can actually build a relationship and a trust? So yes, I know the Gen Z factor is loud now, but it has been there, and this book actually helps you handle that.
So this book basically talks about bridging communication gaps, being direct with your teen, understanding them on a deeper level so that they may be able to open up to you. Sam Mbeki has been teaching me since I was a child. So all this content, all this information that's in here, I can attest personally that it is valid. He's taught, I am 18 currently, I'm going to teach shift right now, thanks to him. So through this book, I can also go and teach the kids that I teach now, which I teach 13-year-olds and above. What I like is how he understands how to communicate, in the sense that it shows you how to approach your teen and how to talk to them. For example, they make a mistake. The best way is not to just shout and just start, beating them, as Gen Y would say. One of the best approaches that is in this book is communication, understanding why they did it, what happened. And through that, they open up to you as a parent and understand you on a deeper level. They see you as a source of trust, that they can come to you in case of any emergency and any problems.